Welcome to Little Z Farm. No, I'm not at Little Z Farm right now. I am dirty. I have been at the plant house in Maryville, just learning and kind of helping where I can, which is not very many places. Mostly just kind of taking it all in. I am truly fascinated by what, you know, a professional greenhouse like this, how it operates, what they do from day to day. And because my friend Kelsey, she was my roommate in college, because she operates one now with her partner Tim, I was learning so much and I was wanting to share that with everyone. And so I kind of had this little series going. If you miss any of this kind of greenhouse series, I will provide the links below, or you can check out the playlist and you'll learn a lot. But today I'm just gonna kind of share a little bit of some things that have been happening around the greenhouse during my kind of day and a half here, but to see how they ready things for us and how they prepare us to be successful, I think that's really neat. Plus, in some of the other videos, you know, they've kind of showed us how to take things from seeds to a full plant, and I just think it's kind of an incredible opportunity to get up close and personal with, you know, an operation like this.
3 piles of dirt. We have basically a berm of a compost pile, like just on the other side of the pond. Probably a rodent crawling around right now.
Okay, Tim, you gotta put it back on. And probably don't water these cacti over here, these big ones, they're pretty wet. Okay. Always something to plant, to fix, to water, to... Ooh. You could work here sun up to sundown, and there's still always something to do. That's what's great though, because like even in like the dead of winter, like if you're just feeling down and blue, like you can literally come here and work on plants and just be like, okay, it's warm, I'm working on something living, kind of my therapy. The way that it works with a box store is that they, a grower is going to ship them their plants, like a finished product, and the box stores don't actually have to pay for that until it goes through the point of sale. So when, you know, it gets scanned and beeped in, then that gets paid for to the grower. So let's say the box store doesn't water the plants and it's really hot out and they all die. They're not out any money, so because they haven't paid for them yet. Now the grower is, and a couple of years ago when we had a really late frost, all the box stores lost anything that they had outside. It frosted and killed all the animals. And a lot of the growers had to file for bankruptcy because they didn't get paid for their products. We have to pay for ours up front. So when I get shipped the plugs, like those roses, I get charged up front. I have to pay for my soil, I have to pay for my plastics, the fertilizer, my labor, everything I have to pay for up front. And so my prices are going to be a little bit higher because I don't have that guarantee that if the plant dies or if I don't sell it, I don't have to pay for it. I've already paid for it. Now the big box store, there's no guarantee that whoever's taking care of the plants has any knowledge or experience of taking care of the plants. So you're also paying for a little bit of better care, way more fertilizing. I don't think they fertilize, and we fertilize every 3rd watering. So they're gonna be fed, they're gonna be healthier, and you have us. You get to talk to us and ask us questions, so you get a little bit of our knowledge as part of the price.
This is actually my favorite time of the year because everything is in its infancy. It's like shaking this old building out of dormancy, starting to wake up. So you get the spring before you get to this actual spring, because we start our fun in February. And you get a tan before everyone else working in this environment.
to walk in here? How many steps you getting in a day?
17,000-ish, around there. And we call this a 1204 because there are 12 4-packs in it. So the numbers always tell you how many packs are in there and how many plants each pack holds. Should be in the old. And then we need what is called a dibble. So a dibble allows you to make a hole to put the plug in. So soil contact is really important on the roots. So what I like to do is to pop out the 48 that I'm going to be using. So you don't want to pull because that could pull on the hurt the plants. So have to tag everything, so each tray gets one tag.
What happened here? Kelsey?
So it went like this. This was like this. And I went like this, and it went like this.
And now it's not like that.
How are you going to open that door and close it?
We'll just go like this and never talk about it.
Never happened.
In layman's terms, I have to buy a new door handle.
Okay. So these are sensitive plants. And they're the plants that when you touch, the leaves fold up. And in order to grow these on your own from seed, you have to scarify the seed, or basically make a scar, a dent into it so that it can come out. And Rico's really good at it.
Otherwise, they don't germinate very well. So it's pretty easy, just some mild sandpaper. We'll go in there and actually there's a little seed coat you'll see here in a second. A little seed coat that will come off. We'll get them all scattered out here. We'll get them regrouped here in a minute. When that gets down to the bare seed, making a mess, it looks like, but it'll all come together here. We'll get them out here and run again. You start seeing some of these that are looking like bare seed then right there. They have that little seed coat off of them. So they just don't take up water very well unless that's scratched a little bit. They call it scarification.
In nature, sometimes this would be done by the digestive system of like an animal eating it, or by fire, things that would crack seeds open, but because we're doing this.
And sometimes it's not called, not like scarification, but the same principle like that. So sometimes seeds will have to be frozen, or sometimes they'll break dormancy by other means, chemical means, and so forth. That gets them started right there, so we can clean up my mess here, and they'll be ready to seed then. Actually, if you look down in here, I'll get a couple of these out here, and kind of show you maybe. Go over here in the light. You can see that some of these seeds are bare, and there's some little husks right there, seed coats that are on there. So that's what we're doing, is kind of removing that seed coat and scratching the seeds a little bit.
This is who I was talking about, who's got like the well of knowledge that we're trying to tap into to get our little bits here and there.
I keep telling everybody that we come down here once in a while just to pass along 50 years of experience so they don't make all the same mistakes that we did.
We start on the geraniums. So they have to go into brand new jumbos. Yep, you got it. And then they're gonna go on a bench in here. So
all right, everything is accounted for.
we've got everything, nothing missing.
Nothing is
Woohoo! Awesome. First thing you need is a bottom to your container, and that's gonna basically help keep the water from just going straight through in the soil. And then we load it up about a third of the way, and then we put in here water crystals. Basically a hanging pot has not only airflow on the top but airflow on the bottom, and so it can lose moisture really fast. So we add a few water crystals to anytime you water it. They basically blow up to about, like, I don't know, 50 times their normal size, and retain that water for the soil. Get a little more dirt. And then we plant. So what we like to do is take a spider plant or an airplane plant, and that goes in the center. And then we typically do some of the zebrina on the outside. Kind of cool things about zebrina is that it'll root along its entire stem length, so you can literally take all your little cuttings and just bury them in a little bit of dirt. They're good to go. So basically these are going to bend up into the basket. So if you put them in there like that, you can make the nice 90-degree hook that we require. Put it into the hole. And then you bend it down, then back up and around the original wire, and then in so that nobody will get poked by the end of the wire. And by wrapping it around the wire, you ensure that it's not going to just uncurl and fall loose. Sometimes you can, so a lot of the times you'll do this before you put the plants in. But I find with spider plants, it's like, with the smaller baskets, there's just not enough room to work around the wires. And then there you go. Let it grow out and you'll have a nice foliage basket.